Hey, this is T.W. Smith. Today I'm going to be leading a beginner's meditation class. It's going to be about 45 minutes long. You can do it either seated or standing. And the blend is going to be between being stillness and a little bit of movement so you don't become too mentally or physically fatigued or any pain or discomfort. We want to kind of go back and forth so that you can enjoy the practice as much as possible. If you do have any problems, make sure that you sit down and get a break and jump back and join us whenever you're ready. All right, let's get started. So a couple of things about the meditation class is that, my teaching of it came from Chinese martial arts. In the traditional Chinese martial arts, mind work is what it was usually referred to. Mind training was part of your martial art training. It wasn't something separate. In fact, my sifu, we were generally required to build yourself up to where you can, we were required to stand and do our meditation standing for 1 hour without moving. And his theory about that is that why should I teach you how to fight and destroy things if you can't stand yourself? So what I'd like to do today is we're going to do some basic Taoist visualization. We'll do perhaps a couple of little Buddhist exercises, mind exercises. But first, we'll warm the body up with it a little bit. So whether you want to sit or stand at either is fine. What I'd like for you to start with is just a gentle, we're going to start by holding a ball here, okay? And don't whack your neighbor now. Now, breathe in and stretch it out. Exhale and fold the other hand on top. You can do these seated in your postures if you want to do that too. But the idea is to coordinate the mind and the body together. Breathe in, stretch out. Exhale, pull it together. In and out. Think of a big ball. Take your time. Let's do 2 more. From here, take the bottom hand, let it roll out as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, let it come right down in a half prayer, centering yourself right down the middle. Now, the other hand is the low hand. You breathe in. Exhale. In. Do 1 more to each side. One more time. From here, the hands will just turn towards you, 1 on the lower abdomen, 1 right on your heart. We call this exercise filling the teacup. Okay, your breath is the tea. The bottom of your hips is the bottom of the teacup. Your shoulders is the rim of the cup. As you breathe in, the tea fills your body from the bottom to the top. As you exhale, the tea leaves the cup from top to bottom. Okay, your hands are not going to move. You're going to feel the tea 9 times. Breathe in. Exhale and empty. Inhale. And exhale. 7 more times on your own. One more time. Now this time, allow both hands to float just in front of the lower abdomen. Call this area the dantian, the lower dantian, just below the belly button, just inside the body. The center of your palms, called Lao Gong. Point at an angle toward the inside of your body. When you do that, your body will naturally flare open a little bit. And whether you're seated or standing, what I'd like for you to do now is get your posture upright. As you breathe in, rock back if you're standing toward your heels. If you're seated, just toward your sit bones, just rock back a little bit. And then exhale and rock forward to the balls of your feet. 7 times, and I will let you know when I'm finished. Two more times. And then find your way back to the middle. When you're in the middle, your balance will feel distributed evenly between the front and back, and also side to side. The lower abdomen ideally will feel like a bellow as you breathe in, and it's expanding. And as it squeezes, you exhale. Finding that very quiet place. We're going to be going back and forth between light movement and stillness as we go through this exercise. Okay, allowing your body to move a little bit then finding its way gently back to stillness. I'd like for you to allow your hands to float again, letting one hand take the height of your heart, the other down at the abdomen. Very simple now. Let's just roll the hands like you're just rolling this ball around. Nice and easy. You can sometimes actually feel the hands sensing each other as they push and pull one another like two electrons rolling around a nucleus. And if you're ready and you feel comfortable with it, you can allow your body to move with it so that the bottoms of your feet feel anchored to the earth. But your hips and shoulders are free to move and sway with it. You can do 3 more. There's not a wrong or right. Just take your time. That's the only thing we're looking for. Good. Now let the palms come back. We're going to let the hands rise just a little bit about the level of your heart. Now we're going to activate the whole body. So pretty much everything from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet will participate. Find your balance. Side to side, front and back. When your arms, if they become fatigued so much they start to distract you, just allow them to very slowly sink back down to the resting position. Okay. But as right now, we'd like for them to be up here at the level around the heart, as if you're holding that big beach ball. And in the Taoist tradition, they would say, imagine for a few moments that you're holding a glass globe, but it's thin glass. And inside of it, inside this globe, is all the treasures of your life. The people that are important to you, the memories, things that you hold sacred. You can't squeeze it too hard, you might break it. But you have to squeeze it enough or it will fall. As you breathe in gently through your nose. And if you can, exhale gently through your nose. But if that's not comfortable for you, then exhale through your mouth, but do so very thinly. 2 more breaths. And as you exhale this time, allow the hands to gently float down toward the lower abdomen. I'd like for you to allow your body to just slide a little bit, just from gently from one side to the other. When you slide to one side, I like for your foot to feel flatly in the earth, not extended past it, right there in the middle. And then over the other way. Take your time. As if you were gently sliding grains of rice from one side to the other. If you're seated, you just shift your weight from sit bone to sit bone. Now, as you slide, I'd like for you to turn your belly button a little bit toward the direction that you're sliding. Just a little. Just a little. 2, 3, 4. One more round. You're free to adjust your feet as you need to, as you're learning. Now, as you turn your waist, I'd like for you to extend an arm in the same direction that you're turning. Out. And out. The movement comes from your groin, from the thighs, through the waist, and out to the arm, just the same way a tree grows. A tree doesn't grow from the branches to the roots. It grows from the earth up and out. In Tai Chi, they call this cloud hands. But you take your time. Feel the weight shift. Let the mind stay down. In Chinese, they call sink the chi. What that means is you put your chi, your energy, your thought down low, not in your hands. The hands will almost feel empty. One more round. Nice. Let everything come together. You're doing good. Find your balance again. Breathe in, count to 3. Exhale, count to 5. A little pause in between each. We'll do it 7 times and I'll let you know when I'm finished. All right. The next posture is called push the sky. You take the hands Let them float up where the palms are just about the level of your nose and eyes, okay? The easiest way to find this posture being correct is to take the middle three fingers, fold them, and your little finger should point straight up. So basically, you're making the Texas Longhorn sign, okay? Keep the middle finger pointing straight up. I'm sorry, the little finger straight up, and then unfold the hand, okay? Now, round the back out a little bit so it feels like they slightly push up and out. We'll take 9 breaths because I know this one is a difficult posture for most folks. Okay, so find your balance. Upright, feet pressed into the earth, arms pushing the clouds. 9 breaths. I'll let you know when I'm finished. Breathe in. As you exhale, push into the earth and out to the sky. Just in your mind, that's 1. One more breath. Exhale. As you do, let the hands float down, back to the lower abdomen. Find your balance. You're doing great, okay? I know it's not easy. To help us kind of move some energy around, I'd like for you to real lightly now breathe in and press up. And then exhale, let the hands come down. In harmony, no rush. 5 times. Breathe in and out. We're going to do one more for good practice. Then come back to our resting Wu Chi position. As reminders, sit, stand. Main thing is just learning to take care of yourself. Never in a rush. Not measuring performances. We're just trying to be quiet and happy for a little bit. Take a few moments here and put yourself in one of your happiest places. Maybe it's standing at the beach or floating along on a little boat on a lake or a mountain, whatever you have. One more breath. Allow your hands to float out by your side, palms facing the earth. Get yourself situated so you feel stable. Being grounded and still is the foundation of any style of meditation. Being grounded, being still. Still doesn't mean still like a stone. What it means is still like a calm sea, always moving. Okay. I'd like for you to slide your weight over to one side, and then gently again slide it over. This time, as you slide to the side, gently raise that hand to that side and lower the other. Easy. Always coming back to the middle, neutral, and then slide to the other side. The rising tide raises all boats. Nice and easy. All right. One more round, or one more half. Because I want you to come back to neutral. And this time, as the side that you slide to is the hand that goes down. Try to make sure you're sliding yourself and not tipping yourself. Because sometimes folks will tip and not slide. Let's do one more half. Good. And then come back to neutral. You can pick from one of two images that usually resonate. One is if you're standing on a cloud, light and just flying with the cloud. Make yourself as light as you possibly can. And go to any of your favorite places. Or the other is to sink your feet into the silt of a riverbed. Let the current wrap around your legs as you look downstream. And occasionally let the rippling water touch your fingers as it passes by, washing away any sadness, washing away any sickness, washing away any stress. That's right. You're fine. Just encourage yourself. Never push so hard. Just do what you can. Take a little break. Good. 3 more breaths. As you exhale this time, allow the hands to float back. There you go. And this is a good time. If you prefer to sit, you can. If you want to continue standing, you can do that. Either's fine. Because now we're going to go into a little bit of a different style of practice. Okay. So what I'd like for you to do is to lay one palm on top of the other. Lightly touch the thumb. So it makes a little circle right in front of your belly button. Mm-hmm. For these next few moments, just imagine that as you breathe in, the breath is coming from there through this hole, in, filling you up. And as you exhale, it comes out. And steady in your breath, steady in your mind. 5 more breaths. I'll let you know when I'm finished. Very good. All right, so this time you're going to let the hands float up and then allow one to fold over the other. You're going to breathe. There you go. To where the lao gong, the center of the palm, lines up over the elbow. And this elbow lines up over the center of that palm. Then I want you to breathe in, stretch it out. As you exhale, squeeze a little bit. Put the other hand on top. Breathe in and out. Doing real good. Breathe in and stretch it out. Exhale, fold it. Let's do one more. We're going to finish with the right hand on top, okay? Good. Now that they're lined up, take the bottom hand, turn the palm up, and then unfold this one on top. This is called Zen finger, Chan finger training, okay? Fold into what is called a sword hand, like so. This hand sits just above it, okay? So in this exercise, this is like the bottom of a lantern holding all the oil. This is the wick. The arm is the wick. This right here, right above it, is the dancing flame, just like a candle wick, just like a lantern. So each time you breathe in, you gather the oil. And as you exhale, it travels up and you can feel the dancing finger right up there, okay? So You can close your eyes if it's helpful. We're going to do seven exhales, okay? Focus on the flame, the wick, the oil raising through. Let's do one more. Unfold the fingers. Turn the lower palm down again. And fold it up. All right. We're going to do one. Breathe in. Exhale. The other hand goes on top. Turn the bottom palm. Raise up the candlestick. Make the sword fingers, like so. Put the mind here 7 times. Light the fire. One more breath. Good. As you exhale this time, unfold the fingers, turn the palm, fold it. Breathe in. As you exhale this time, bring the fingertips together. Take the middle fingers, fold them in half into here. Take these next couple of moments and imagine someone that you care about or someone that you hope for. See them safe, see them well, and see them happy. Now I'd like for you to see yourself in your heart, in your mind. Remind yourself that at least in this moment in time, you're safe. We're as well as we are going to be right now. And we're going to be as happy as we can be right now. Bring the middle fingers up into a full prayer hand again. Let them rise up just above the forehead. And for a moment, fill yourself with gratitude. When you fill yourself with gratitude for being alive, for being here, for having friends, there's no more room for doubt. There's no more room for pain. There's no more room for sickness. For a few moments, fill yourself with gratitude. And now that you have it, as you exhale next time, let that out into the world. Spread the hands out. Stand up nice and tall. Good. And you bring everything together, and just from here, all you want to do is ease yourself back. And all of that quietness and gratitude, all the things that you collected for those few moments, bring it back. Don't leave it in the meditation. You're supposed to bring it back with you, okay? So that you carry it. I like to stretch my legs out a little bit by just going down. And the way that you do this, in the Chinese, you press down and out on the outside of your leg. And then you massage it as you come back up and in on the inside. And I'll do 2 or 3 of these. Nice and easy. Good. One more time. Okay. All right, y'all stay there for just a moment. Let me get this.
Wow, I'm really impressed that you made it all the way to the end. And I hope that if you have any questions that you'll reach out to me. kungfupodcast@gmail.com is probably the best way to get a hold of me. And if you only remember a couple of things, just take 1 or 2 of the postures. Stand there, try to breathe 21 times, 36 breaths, and build yourself from posture to posture. That's probably the simplest way to do it. If you do have some more specific questions, again, don't hesitate to reach out. Love to hear from you. Take care.